Hallo miteinander, I'm Gesh86 and this is Kid Icarus of Myths and Monsters. Last time we defeated Skullwing, who I accidentally called Skullflyer, but that also sounds good to me. So no harm done, right? Anyway, this is World 3, the Skyworld Tower, and its dizzying heights. I really hope you're not afraid of heights, but if you are, just keep telling yourself this is a video game. Because that's what it is, a video game. You have to traverse many clouds and find many new weird enemies like these flying jellyfish. Okay, let's not question that for now. We also find many more bathrooms. By now I should not even mention these anymore, because they go over so fast. It really isn't worth mentioning. See, we're already done with this one. We also traverse some globes, which Pit can easily use as platforms. I'd imagine that would be one balancing act, standing on a ball like this. The flying jellyfish, also called Komaito, act pretty much like the skulls from the first world. Oh, and look who it is! Our good old friend, the Grim Reaper. For the first time ever, we trigger him, and he spawns his goons. Now, excuse me 1 second while I buy 19 hammers. All done. Now, buying so many hammers takes a while. You can only buy one at a time, and you have to wait a few seconds until the next one appears. Yeah. Shopping in this game is a little bit primitive, you could say, but it's not something that kills the game for me. Komaito were actually in the very first Kid Icarus, and I heard that they looked like Metroids. I guess Palutena could have also hired Samus. Another treasure room, with our luck, not much use. Seriously, what are sea creatures doing in the sky world? I'd really want to know. Jellyfish. And octopuses? Really? Octopuses? Yes, that is what they're called. I know it sounds naughty, but that's just the way it is. I wonder what's next. Flying pigs? Oh wait, that would actually be more believable, wouldn't it? A little bit more up to get to the next stage. It is easy to fall down in these parts. Also, never forget that you can slow down your fall by tapping A repeatedly. Nice! Our 7th power arrow. Only a little bit more to go, then we're at max strength. Ah, there's the end of the level. There's also Palutena's key right in that corner. Not a lot happened during backtracking. By the way, backtracking in these vertical levels isn't always easy. But I'm actually glad that I can backtrack, because in the NES game Kid Icarus, if you fell down to the bottom of the screen in the vertical levels, you would lose a life instantly. Aren't you glad that isn't the case for this game? Would make it 1,000,000 times harder if you ask me. Many doors at the start of this stage. Just take a hammer on the go. No use wasting too much time shopping more. I have about, I don't know, 80 hammers by now. Lots of hammers. You know what is weird about the Sky World in general? If you compare it to the Overworld, I'd say it's even easier than that one, even though it comes right after it. Somehow the difficulty of this game kind of stagnates at this point. Even with all the platforming, it's just not as hazardous as the Overworld. Speaking of the Overworld, the octopuses actually have the exact same pattern as Sticky Talon does. But luckily, they're not as special as him. They just are like regular enemies hurting you. So glad about that. Some of the hazards in the Sky World are a little bit weird. Like these spikes, they look a little bit like shuriken, a whole bunch of shuriken together. We have to watch out for ninjas around every corner, huh? Oh, something nice. Here's another black market, and just for the heck of it, I bargained, and I got lucky. But I didn't even need anything actually, so I just left. Imagine that in real life if someone did that. Yeah, I'd buy your stuff for half price. Okay, here you go. Nah. Man, that vendor, that would kick my ass for that. I'd never be able to show my face again there. Also, this hidden door is brought to you by Obvious Enterprises, because our secrets are just way too good to keep from you. I was talking about backtracking earlier in these levels. When you're going down in this level, it's really easy to get hit. So it might be good to leave some health lying around for the second run through after getting Palutena's key, because you're gonna have to drop all the way down to the bottom. This stage shouldn't be too much more to go, using the snake pot as a nice little platform. There's another neat little door there. It's another one of Zeus's rooms. And we get the 8th power arrow. Now we're at full strength, and with all 5 life bars, those are also the max health you can ever have. Well, we're as strong as we can ever be. Or are we? Maybe we aren't, I'm not telling. It will stay a mystery. Only that I kind of spoiled it already. Oh well. Developers still have new places for Palutena's key. Like, right above us here. That's it for another stage. I'm Gesh86. This was Kid Icarus of Myths and Monsters. And next time, more clouds, more sky, more enemies. Bis bald!